Welcome back. Today we are going to learn about pornocracy. So, pornocracy. The world is now living in a pornocracy. The dominating influence of porn is undeniable. It's in every culture, language, nation, and religion. In 2017, the world's largest porn site received 28.5 billion annual visits from porn pilgrims. A total of 590,482 hours of video were uploaded to Pornhub, the equivalent of 68 years of porn if watched continuously, and enough data to fill the storage of all of the world's iPhones. Porn, like Tantra, is a sex ritual. It is sex magic. When indulging in porn or tantric sexual practices, one essentially enters into an altered and highly suggestible state of consciousness, creating many controlled slaves. In ancient times, it was used by both male and female occult shrine and temple prostitutes to worship incorporeal entities and demons. They prostituted their bodies as a form of religious sacrament and worship. In doing so, they were initiating many host bodies for the incorporeal entities to use demons. Those incorporeal entities have been here on earth since days of old, when their forefathers, who were angels, lusted after the daughters of men, and came down to earth, and took for themselves wives who bear a hybrid race of beings, who upon death, became the demonic entities. The women also of these Callan angels became demonic sirens. These fallen angels taught all witchcraft and occult knowledge. They taught them magic, sorcery, incantations, charms, and spells. A charm is the power or quality of giving delight or arousing admiration. A spell, an invocation, or hex, a set of words, spoken or unspoken, which are considered, by its user, to invoke some magical effect. Spells can be used in calling upon or summoning a demonic spirit and may employ altering substances in porn. Porn and Tantra is thus a means of summoning the demons. It is just like a porn and has the same effects. The porn or Tantra triggered trance makes people wide open to incorporeal entities that feed off of sexual perversion, causing many people to be insatiable, addicted, depressive, and indulging in all manner of wickedness. Today, POM and Tantra has an astronomical impact on the human race. There are 12-point videos of porn for every person on the planet. Porn is now arguably bigger than all the world religions combined. In Tantra, what is done on a porn set is done privately, albeit with the same spiritual effects. Just like a altering drug, Tantra causes massive addiction. Porn and Tantra is thus an evil Illuminati Babylonian sex magic psyop, deployed to influence millions of people to accept and obey the Illuminati agenda. It is a weapon of mass destruction, facilitating the agenda against mankind and creating many controlled slaves. When one practices Tantra, their bodies essentially get inhabited, tagged, and tracked by demonic entities. Those entities know so much information about users. They are essentially Big Brother watching you, and they continue watching and influencing you long after your tantric practice. The last page in this publication details the one and only proven and tested way out of tantric sex slavery and porn. Please share this publication. It includes a free publication with porn statistics. This is the definition as defined by Online Etymology Dictionary. Pornography, 1842. Ancient obscene painting, especially in temples of Bacchus. From French pornography. From Greek pornographos, one depicting prostitutes. From porn, prostitute. Originally bought, purchased, with an original notion, probably a female slave sold for prostitution. Related to fernicel. From pium up here, variant of root per 5 to traffic in, to a cell, graphene to write, see graphy. A brothel in ancient Greek was a pornion, in reference to modern works by 1859, originally French novels, later as a charge against native literature sense of obscene pictures. In modern times is from 1906, also sometimes used late 1904. Description of prostitutes. As a matter of public hygiene, pornography or obscene painting, which in the time of the Romans was practiced with the Grosses license, prevailed especially at no particular period in Greece, but was apparently tolerated to a considerable extent at all times. Parrhasius, Aristides, Pausanias, Nikophanes, Chaerephanes, Aurelius, and a few other pornographoi are mentioned as having made themselves notorious for this species of license. Charles Anthon, Dictionary of Greek and Roman Antiquities. New York, 1843. I shall not today attempt further to define the kinds of material I understand to be embraced within that shortened description hardcore pornography, and perhaps I could never succeed in intelligibly doing so, but I know it when I see it, and the motion picture involved in this case is not that us. Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart, concurring Jacobinion, Jacobellis v. Ohio, 1964. Medical Archives. In 1873 proposed porniatria for the lengthy and really meaningless expression social evil hospital. In ancient contexts, often paired with rapography, genre painting of low, sordid, or unsuitable subjects. Pornocracy 1860 is the dominating influence of harlots, used specifically of the government of Rome during the first half of the 10th century. Theodora and her daughters. Pornotopia 1966 was coined to describe the ideal erotic world of pornographic movies. The most viewed categories by women are as follows. Number 1 is lesbian. Number 2 is anal. Number 3 is Arab. Number 4 is big dick. Number 5 is ebony. Number 6 is female friendly. Number 7 is hentai. Number 8 is mature 9's teen. Number 10 is Pornhub. With the following map gives a closer look at Europe. Again, we can see that lesbian is the dominant dating category for women in many countries, but Germany and Turkey prefer the 18 plus with teen category. Women in the Czech Republic prefer the softer touch of female-friendly POM. Serbia and Macedonia both enjoy mature porn, while women in Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus like anal. We can see Kazakhstan's preferred big dick comments in and just below that. The most viewed categories by women of Europe. Number 1 is lesbian. Number 2 is anal. Number 3 is Arab. 4 is big dick. Number 5 is ebony. Number 6 is female friendly. Number 7 is hentai. Number 8 is mature. Number 9 is teens. Number 10 is Pornhub. The following map offers a closer look at the Asian continent and neighboring countries. Hentai is the most popular category for women in Eastern Asia, alongside T in many parts of Southeastern Asia. For the most part, women in Southern Asia enjoy watching the lesbian category. The most viewed categories by women in Southern Asia is as follows. Number 1 is lesbian. Number 2 is anal. Number 3 is Arab. Number 4 is big dick. Number 5 is bony. Number 6 is female friendly. Number 6 hentai. Number 8 is mature. Number 9 is teen. And number 10 is Pornhub. They next looked at regional data for a few Pornhub's highest traffic countries. Lesbian was by far the most viewed category across the United States, so we instead focused on the top relative categories, meaning the ones that are viewed more in each state when compared to women elsewhere in the country. A few states stand out from the rest of the country. In Washington state, women view hentai more often. Californians love big tits, and Colorado likes anal. Up in Alaska, women really enjoy big dick, and Hawaii likes the Asian category. The most viewed categories by women when compared to women elsewhere in the United States. Videos categorized as 18 plus telling are popular in many states compared to the rest of the country, as are female-friendly videos. Missouri, Ohio, and Pennsylvania enjoy bondage videos, while women in Colorado, Indiana, Kentucky, and West Virginia like to see threesome videos. Perhaps the biggest standout is the popularity of ebony videos across the southern states. Heading up north, we visited our female friends in Canada and found that those in British Columbia view the Japanese category more than other provinces, and Alberta likes hentai, 18 plus teen. Videos are popular in Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and ebony in Ontario. Less dames Quebec like anal videos, and in Newfoundland and Labrador they like rock hard big dick. The 3 maritime provinces spend time together in the threesome category, the most viewed categories by women. When compared to women elsewhere in Canada, Pornhub seconds on highest country for traffic is the United Kingdom. When we compared the 4 countries, we found that women were not entirely united in their porn preferences. Women in Scotland like the softer touch of female-friendly videos, and Northern Ireland likes MILF more than the rest of the UK. In Wales, women like 18 slut teen. Porn in England, ebony, is viewed more often. The most viewed categories by women when compared to women elsewhere in the United Kingdom. Relative category views help us to see how preferences differ, so we looked at how much more popular the top relative category is in some of our highest traffic countries. When compared to the rest of the world, women in the United States search for 74% more often, as does South Africa with a 95% increase. Brazil and Argentina both enjoy female videos, while hentai is popular in Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, and Mexico. Women's most viewed relative categories compared to women elsewhere in the world. United States, ebony, 74%. United Kingdom, it's a bondage at per 33%. For Gino the bondage, at 0.35%. For Brazil, it's a she-male. On fire, it's plutch 81%. For France, it's amateur at an amazing ratio of 91%. They like grandma over there, I suppose. For Australia, it's Asian, at Eshville 76%. For Russia, it's watch your Cornwall bud, with an L, packing it hard at pup 183%. For Mexican women, it's a hentai at 53%. For an Italian female, it's one mature and wants, at a level no one 1%. Old Uncle Bob is looking pretty tasty to them. For Japanese ladies, it's flentai, okay, at plus 98%. In Germany, though, the ladies prefer a fetish, at a butt-licking 102%. Jim some kisses, I said. Spain's focusing on boomers, with mature tipping the ratios at a plus 107%. Poland, however, is in the kitchen with mommy. MILF is what it's all about. Polish sausage indeed at spouse 96%. Oh mommy, yes. Filipino hotties are into a hentai. Swim in a river of cartoons at an unrealistic 273%. Give it to me daddy. Netherland beauties, on the other hand, prefer a bondage at 45%, being the norm. Tie me up, mister. Argentina women prefer their sausage posing as cherry pie, with she-males warping the eyeballs at 233%. Vietnam sweeties got it right with simply the term babe. At 2231%. Here I am babe. Take me home. Swedish mamas like old and young together. At 85%. But when mommy, every 2 hours darlin'. Just stay in that position. For South Africa, it's ebony. That's 95%. Made in the shade is the way. Taiwan is rockin' with the Philly crowd in the Philippines with hentai spilling over at Spittle 188%. Strong.